Hello YouTube and welcome to another Proxmox, or what can I say, Fedora CoreOS video. So in this video I'm going to show you how you can install packages on both Fedora CoreOS or Fedora Silverblue. So are you ready? Let's get started. So as you have seen on my last video, I showed you how actually to install Silverblue on Proxmox. Okay, so in this video we will continue our series talking about immutable operating systems and especially Fedora ones, and here I will be talking about how you can install packages on actually Silverblue or either also Fedora CoreOS. Okay, so as they are both actually immutable operating system, installing packages is a little bit different from other Fedora distributions. Okay, so first thing first, let me go to my actually VM. So as you can see here, I installed both CoreOS and Silverblue. So let's just go to Silverblue and I will launch the console here. Okay, here we go. So this is Silverblue. I already actually launched the console here. So let's say that we want to install a package. So for example, htop, which gave me some information about the resources. So if I type htop, you see the command is not found. Okay, so how can we actually install this package? So simply we can use the command os rpm-ostree. Okay, so let's use it. So I will just type sudo rpm-ostree, then install, then the package name. So in my case it's htop. Okay, so this command will allows me to install the package htop. Okay, so here I have to provide the password for the root. Here we go. So you can see now it's actually downloaded two packages here. Okay, so you can see the process is finished, but even the process is finished, if we type htop, you will see the command still not found. Okay, but you will notice at the end of the first process here there is a very important message: changes queued for next boot, run systemctl reboot to start reboot. So in order to apply the changes that we have done, which is in our case to install actually the package htop, we have to reboot our system. Okay, so let's do that. And see what we get. So of course here the system will go for a reboot and we will see if indeed we will get our package. So here we go. Let's log in to our system once again after a reboot. So let's open our console here, and now hopefully we will get htop, which indeed it's working now. So you have to remember that whenever you install packages via rpm-ostree, you have to reboot your system in order to get the packages that you have installed before. Okay, so this is the first method in order to install packages. And of course, if you want to uninstall the package, you have to execute the same command actually, just to replace the install with the command uninstall and your package name. Okay, so if you want to remove the package that we have just installed, okay, and we will go for the same process once again. And here we go. You see also, in order to get rid of this package, you have to reboot your system. Okay, and this method is actually suitable for installing system packages, networking utilities, and also kernel models. So if you want to install something from this actually category, you have to use this method. And one last thing I want to show you, if you want to see the layered packages, because here in order to install these packages we use what we call layered packages. So if you want to see them, you have simply to input same command rpm-ostree and also status command. Okay, so in order to see the different layers, okay, of your packages here. Okay, so now let's move on to the second method in order to install packages. Okay, and the second method is actually suitable for installing GUI applications like editors or browsers and so on. Okay, so we use what we call flatpak in order to install packages. So actually, if you are using GUI OS like Silverblue, you can use an application dedicated for that, but you can also use the command line if you want. So I will show you here the use of flatpak. So if you go here for software, for example, and let me install a GUI application, for example this text editor gedit, which is very famous. So if I click on it, you can see here, if you want to install it, you can just click on install here, and here it's using a registry flatpak. Okay, so you can just install it directly from here. Okay, so remember, for installing GUI application you use flatpak. Okay, and if you want to install it via the console, I will show you here an example. For example, so all you have to do is to use flatpak, then install. Here you will specify the hub from which you're gonna install your package. For example, here I will use flathub, and finally the package that you want to install, for example for me gedit. Okay, so this is the command line version of what we actually have here. Okay, and of course if you want to uninstall the package, it's the same procedure. All you have to do is to replace this install by the keyword uninstall. Okay, like that. So it's the same thing like rpm-ostree, just to switch from rpm-ostree to flatpak. So here we go. You can see that gedit is now installed, so I'm not going to launch it. So let's terminate this video with the last option in order to install packages, which is toolbox. So actually toolbox is tool for managing containers. So here we'll be using actually a container in order to install our packages. So normally if you want to install a package on the other Fedora distributions, you use the package manager DNF, but here you can see the DNF is not actually available for us. So in order to use this DNF package manager, we have to actually use toolbox. So the first thing, you have to create a container using this toolbox. So I will use the commands toolbox, then create, and here you give it a name, so you can choose whatever name you want. So for example I will just call it YouTube. Okay, So it asking me to download something from the registry, so I will answer yes. And actually this toolbox uses what we call Podman containers on the background. Okay, so here it's gonna download 356 megabytes actually. Okay, and we can use this containers in order to install our packages the normal way using DNF. Okay, and for me this is the most recommended method if you want to install packages, because you have separated a container from your system when you can actually delete it, create it, use it, whatever you want. So you can see here it's creating a container named YouTube. So now you can see the container is created, and of course in order to list all the containers we can use the command toolbox list, which as the name suggests it will list all the containers that we have created, and here is our container name YouTube. And in order to remove a container you have just to replace the list keyword by rm, which stands for remove, and then your container name. But me, I'm not going to delete it, I'm going actually to enter it as the message above states. Enter with toolbox, enter, then your container name, which is in our case YouTube. So now as you can see we are inside our container. So welcome to the toolbox, a container where you can install and run all your tools. So here you can see that now DNF is available. So if I type DNF you can see that it's available. Here if I type for example dnf-help, I can see all the commands now are available, and I can install very easily in a package I want. But here I am still inside our actually container, so let me install for example htop here, and actually for that I need also root privileges. Here we go. Now the package is being installed inside our container, which is I think the best method to install your packages. So I will answer here yes. So this is the normal way to install packages in other Fedora distributions. Here we go. Now I can just type htop and it's available without rebooting our entire system. Okay, and in order to exit our container here, simply type exit, and here we go. You are back again to your normal console. Okay, and there is fourth method, but I will not show it here because it's out of scope. It uses actually containers like Podman or Docker in order to be in isolated environment. Okay, so that was just a brief video to show you the 3 ways to install packages on immutable operating system, like here for example Silverblue OS or CoreOS Fedora. Okay, so if you have any question you can leave them in the comment below. And don't forget to share the video or actually leave a comment or like if you want. Okay, so as always I hope it has been informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing. Bye bye.